Becky, what's your pick out of this D23?
Obviously, Big Country Bears.
Bruh.
Big Country?
Oh, did you?
Whatever. It's been a long week already.
But they're going to change the show, right? They're going to write.
They lost me at Country Bears Jamboree once.
It's going to be. It's going to be IP driven.
It's not my real.
Disney country songs.
Yes.
This is terrifying, and it's
That's your favorite thing that came out.
No.
Welcome, Walt Disney World fans, to another episode of the Notcast presented by NotClub33.com. Season 4 is upon us. We made it 4 seasons somehow, y'all. Big ups to us for that. My name is Steve Rhodes, as always, joined by Pat Neistat.
What's up?
Becky Wells is here.
Welcome back.
And so is the man from Maitland, Florida, Mr. Bobby Burchins.
What? Oh, we're finally recording again?
That's correct. And you're here, live.
Wow.
Not really. It's recorded.
Okay, thank God. Means we can bleep something if I curse.
We're on the Quattro now. Okay.
Season 4. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's true. You know what else is true? The Destination D23, that's kind of a mouthful to say. Just happened. Weird. Yeah, it just happened at Walt Disney World. There were several announcements made for Walt Disney World, specifically in the Parks panel and also in the Epcot panel on Sunday of this week. This week. We're just going to talk about our favorite announcements from them. A lot of them were kind of pie in the sky, what the corporate types will call blue sky. And there were some concrete things out there that are going to be coming in the near future. Bobby, why don't you tell us your favorite announcement from this D23?
So my favorite thing, I guess, it's really more what they didn't say, and I'm thankful that they didn't say that they were changing the Muppets, because that was a huge rumor going around.
Yeah.
Like, leave the Muppets alone. Like, that's where I'm at with that one. But as far as the things that were actually announced, you know what? It's got to be something brand new in terms of a land over at Magic Kingdom. I think that park in particular desperately needs a new addition of some kind. Not just a refurb, by the way. Like, they've done New Tomorrowland, they're redoing Splash Mountain. I get it. They're bringing some new things in to Magic Kingdom, but it hasn't had like an update in a good long while. Not since they did new, quote unquote, new Fantasyland, which was just an extension of old Fantasyland. It wasn't really anything new. So I'm thrilled that they're going to do something.
Some new rides.
Well, yeah, but again, they're not really new in the sense that they have to fit into a little box. This opens up that box a little bit more, in my opinion. And I kind of like the idea of where they're going to locate it, back behind Thunder Mountain, because there's not just the parking lot over there, according to Google Earth and stuff like that. But also,
what did they announce?
They just announced that they were going to expand the park back behind Thunder Mountain.
Beyond Big Thunder Mountain.
We don't know what it is, though.
No.
This was one of those pie in the sky deals where it was just said, hey, we're thinking about Beyond Big Thunder, and that's what was said.
So to me, the reason why that's exciting is because Magic Kingdom itself is kind of confined as a space. And we've all been used to that space for 20 some odd years. Now we're getting this whole new area of the park that's going to kind of attract way more people and draw people further back away from the main entrance a little bit. And that's going to spread out the crowds a little bit better, so that it's a little bit more evenly distributed. And people like me who want to just go ride some of the classics and stuff like that, they can actually get to these things because all the new stuff's way at the back, I guess. That's kind of
Just
what
made space for Small World.
Yeah, that's what it is. Small World that I'm looking forward to riding.
I think inarguably, if this, there's really wasn't anything said here. Let's be honest, this is not a concrete plan. If this does come to fruition, this would be the biggest thing that would happen out of this announcement this year. But this is probably also the least likely thing to happen based on them not even having a concept drawing of it. It's just,
well, they didn't have a concept drawing on.
Did they even share like what possibly could be back there? I know they did last year.
Yeah, last year when they talked about like a villain section being part of that expansion.
And Encanto.
We've been, oh God.
Well, no, that's probably not happening.
I mean, it's not,
Stop trying to force Encanto. God, I get it. Like it's popular,
It's going somewhere.
but like, build Columbia in Epcot. Then I don't know. There's not anyway. My point is that like the villains concept has been kicked around so many times. Maybe this finally comes to fruition with this announcement, and I would love to see it happen. I genuinely,
For sure.
Would you be happier about that than a whole fifth gate so that it does spread out Magic Kingdom?
I mean, yeah, I would love it to be a fifth gate, but they won't do a fifth part for some reason. Not until at least the numbers over at Universal start skyrocketing because of Epic Universe, and they finally face some competition. So for the moment here, in terms of things that they've announced, and I mean they've said we're going to do something back behind Magic Kingdom. I got to take what I can get.
Yeah, Becky, what's your pick out of this D23?
Obviously, Big Country Bears.
Big Country?
Oh, did you?
Whatever.
Are they so?
Country Bear Jamboree. I can't even come up with the right name. He said Big Thunder Mountain. It's been a long week already.
But they're going to change the show, right? They're going to write. It's going to be Disney songs
and
is
country
it really?
music versions of Disney.
They lost me at Country Bears Jamboree once.
It's going to be. It's going to be IP driven.
It's not my real.
And it's going to be IP driven, and they're going to sing Disney country songs.
Yes.
It's terrifying, and
that's your favorite thing
terrifying.
That came out.
No. I am kind of excited.
Yeah, like
I am kind of excited about
that.
Don't give a shit either way.
I won't be there either way. Yeah.
I think it's going to be exciting to see the reimagined test track in terms of something that they're reimagining. That would be kind of my choice. There's been so many things floated, but not a lot of concrete. So I'm excited about a lot of the things that they're doing, or planning. I go with that, but they're planning.
What's the deal with
I think it's cool. So they said that they're working with the Chevrolet design team to come up with something new.
There is a concept.
I have no clue.
Well, they've changed it before. I mean, the original concept when you were a crash test dummy.
Right.
So
I think the new ride vehicle design looks kind of neat. Like
probably gonna be an electric car.
It'll go. You could already choose that option. I have no idea, but like that's something that we do every single time with my family. Mm-hmm. So it's like that's cool. If there's going to be a new version, we'll check it out too. So
I mean, maybe
they'll stop it from breaking down. Maybe that's what they mean.
That was one of our overrated attractions in a recent video. That would be the one thing that they need to fix. Just, hey, let the thing fucking run like it's supposed to.
But if there's lightning, it counts as something they can't do. So that's just its own piss poor design choice in the first place.
Just put a little shelter over the top of it. Yeah, an awning or put it in a
Tron
glass
canopy.
Tube. Yeah. Oh, there you go.
I like. They were going to like incorporate like some of the old stuff from World of Motion.
Yep.
That is part of it that I think is pretty cool. Like more Epcot things makes me happy.
I get that, but also it started with feet. So like I'm not so sure that that's how I want to lead off my transportation story.
I don't think it's going to go back that. It's not going to be like the history lesson, but. This one has concept art with it, and obviously they have a sponsor. So out of all the things that don't like have like concrete examples, this one seems like it's feasible because there's
a little more,
outside money coming in, and this could actually be a thing that we get. So
fair enough,
right? And so in the next 7 years, they might change it.
In the next 7 years
to do a reskin
once they actually announce it. Yeah.
Oh man. And Disney's, you got to get your construction game together, y'all. Pat, there's a lot more stuff on this list. What tickles your fancy?
So I'm gonna go into Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
the Pirates of the Caribbean Lounge Bar. I think that sounds like it could be really awesome. I don't know if what's the quick service right over there.
Tortuga
I'm not sure if they're
Tavern?
Cafe.
I don't know if they're going to if that would be turned into this bar,
I think
or
it
is it going
seems
to
like
be a
this with
completely
their.
new structure?
Well, they only use Tortuga when it's super busy.
It's it's almost never really open, but they have the actual like it could just be a straight bar right there the way it's lined up. Like
it's essentially overflow seating for Pecos Bill at this point. But I could see it being blocked off. And I mean, do you guys think that this would be a proper lounge or tavern, or is it going to be like Gaston's Tavern and just serve fucking juice?
I
It's gonna say juice.
You can't have a Pirates bar without rum.
Right. I completely agree. I feel like they're going to have to have an area, I don't know, because they don't really have the park hours to do a Trader Sam's concept of like, okay, 8:00, get the fuck out if you're, a kid. But I don't see how they get away with not serving rum at minimum. Like
you
that.
have to.
So
it could be a really cool
total
idea.
Waste. Yeah.
It kind of feels like to me this is an opportunity for them to bring in slushy machines and just like pour like a little itty bit of rum in there or something like that, but like have it be like the most controlled mixed drink station of all time, like something that you would get at a quick service station or something like that, not something from a bartender that might pour you a double to get an extra tip or something like that. I don't see that happening, but like a frozen pina colada machine, okay, I can kind of see something like that happen.
I feel like that opens it up too much to.
I think they're just going to sell booze. I mean, I think it's inevitable. The quick services already sell booze. It's inevitable that they sell booze in Magic Kingdom at some point. That's not at not a quick serve, but a sit down restaurant. Those are the ones that sell. So at some point, they're going to sell booze.
I'm all for it.
I drink it.
And the other thing is,
yeah.
So that's
not that I'm anti this. I'm just saying that like the pushback on it has been thus far like the strongest over at Magic Kingdom, which I understand because Epcot can be like ridiculous at times. With
look, if you just have one place that you can get booze, I mean that's not going to be that big of a problem as to where all the other parks you can get them everywhere anytime.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, Hollywood Studios and Animal Kingdom aren't bad, but maybe it's just because there's a culture of it at Epcot. And I just, like I said, that the reason why I think that it's like the pre-mixed drinks and everything like that is so they can have the lowest alcohol content available.
Control
so
it.
You can be in like complete control of those guests and everything. You have to drink 19 of them to feel a buzz. Even at that point. So
I think it's going Gaston's Tavern style with not actually having.
That'd be terrible.
A damn tavern.
That would be such a miss. I wouldn't honestly be surprised. It would be
I hope
so
I'm wrong.
terrible.
That would be so dumb. How dumb would that be?
Well, it's already
so
happened.
Dumb.
It's part of the playbook. I mean, yes, they've done it.
Honestly,
they just did it in 2012. They literally did it.
But I mean, but since then they start selling alcohol in Magic Kingdom.
Started selling
they started selling alcohol with New Fantasyland at Be Our Guest. It all came at the same time. They put a tavern in with no alcohol and sold you alcohol at Be Our Guest only at the sit down restaurant. It was the same time.
Oh, I didn't know.
I didn't know that. I thought they just recently started selling at all the sit downs.
No, it started
in the last like 3 years.
It was just Be Our Guest
for almost
never went there for that
8 years or something like that, and then you're right. More people like Tony started selling beer, like Crystal Palace started serving beer and wine, but it's thus far only been
Skipper's
beer and
Canteen.
wine. It is not. But it's not been like full mixed drinks. It's not been
Skipper Canteen. You can get drinks now.
You can't. Okay.
Yeah.
I refuse to go back to that restaurant because it's gross. But that aside, every other place has just been beer and wine thus far. So it's been very controlled whenever it has been available in Magic Kingdom. So I don't see it going beyond that tightly controlled measure. It's kind of like a White Claw situation or something, or like one of those
White Claw's badass.
Less than that, yeah. Well, I'm going to take the low hanging fruit that no one mentioned because everybody's going pie in the sky here, so let's go with the biggest thing that all the concept art we got. The biggest concept art was over at Animal Kingdom in what is now Dinoland USA, the old carnival area, Chester and Hester's bullshit carnival or whatever it's called. That is going to be reimagined. We know it's going to be reimagined. Josh D'Amaro, the VP of Disney Parks, he said it could be Encanto, it could be Indiana Jones. They don't really know where it's going to go, but those were the two IPs that were mentioned. I would love to see Indiana Jones over there, reskin the dinosaur ride to that, and just get some Indiana Jones love over there. I know in our chat here with the four of us, we were like, well, how does Encanto fit? Because what does that do with animals?
It doesn't.
Well, it can.
Here's one thing my wife brought up when I said that, and I was like, and this is a very good point. The grandson, the little boy, can talk to animals, and in the movie, when you go into his room, it's literally a jungle theme, and he can talk to the animals. So you could go into the casita, if they could conceivably build like a edifice there with like some moving windows and doors, and then you walk straight into his room and look out onto a savanna or whatever, and it could just kind of be themed to Encanto and not really themed to the outlining movie, but just to that one particular portion of the movie.
Do you think it'll be trackless and then you'd be popping into all the different rooms?
I don't think it would be a ride. I think it would be a walkthrough.
I mean, to me, that seems a bit of a stretch because the most popular characters have nothing to do with the animals, and the songs. That's what people want to see from Encanto.
Yeah, and if you go that direction, if you go that direction,
songs.
If you're talking about Bruno and shit, I mean,
there's not going to be talk about him.
No. No.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Hey. What are you doing? We're not supposed to be talking about that right now.
See, that's the thing. Exactly. It's like they announced Encanto for Animal Kingdom possibly and Magic Kingdom possibly, a year ago.
I mean, but this is all blue sky. So,
maybe.
We're just talking about,
and maybe Moana.
Maybe. Yeah.
Look, I get that, they finally have come up with something semi-original with Encanto and Moana, and that's fine. I'm happy for them that they had some modicum of success in a movie theater because it hasn't happened in the last few swings here for Disney. But
Avatar made a lot of money.
Yeah, but still,
Little Mermaid made money.
I'm talking about cartoons and stuff like that, But anyway,
Elemental slow burn?
Elemental made money.
Did it?
They did.
I didn't even realize it came out.
It was a slow burn. It made. I don't know. It didn't make $1 billion, but it still made decent money.
Okay. The point being is that like they've had several misses that I would point out, and like I get that they feel the need to put an intellectual property on every single attraction, but the grander theme of the tropical Americas does intrigue me over at Animal Kingdom. I just don't think it needs to be something that is IP driven. There was plenty of other stuff out there that's cool and scary as shit. Trust me, I live in Florida. There's all sorts of crazy shit here that also lives in South and Central America that would be terrifying to display for guests and stuff like that. So I don't know whether it's an anaconda thing, whether it's some sort of reptilian exhibit of any kind, alligators, crocodiles, you name it.
I mean, we know at this point. I mean,
it's gotta be IP.
You can beat that horse as much as that drum as much as you want.
I want to beat it still.
Yeah. Well,
I know it's a dead horse that I'm beating, but still,
Anyway, let's put a flag in this one here because everything we mention is blue sky stuff, and all the concrete stuff that we know, most of the stuff we knew we were getting, that's coming out. Is that actually enough to get the non-Disney fan? Because we can sit here and talk about that. These people, you guys at home watching this channel, you guys eat this stuff up. We do too. But is this these announcements, are they enough to get new people into the parks and compete with Universal or just coming to Central Florida in general? So we're going to talk about that on next week's show, which will drop Friday, 4 p.m. Magic Kingdom time. Hit those notifications so you know exactly when that drops. Hit the subscribe button if you are new, and just simply like the video because it really helps us out. We'll see you guys next week. For everybody here at Not Club 33, peace.